Hubie Halloween is the brand new Netflix original Happy Madison produced film. The film is produced, written, and starred Adam Sandler. The film also stars Kevin James, Julie Bowen, Ray Liotta, Steve Buscemi, Rob Schneider, Maya Rudolph, Tim Meadows, Noah Schnapp, Kenan Thompson, and plenty more. And is about, despite his devotion to his hometown of Salem, Massachusetts, and its Halloween celebration, Hubie Dubois, played by Sandler, is a figure of mockery for kids and adults alike. But this year, something is going to bump in the night, and it's up to Hubie to save Halloween. This movie is PG-13, 1 hour and 42 minutes long, and it came out today on Netflix, Wednesday, October 7th. Welcome back to a brand new Netflix movie review here on Max Talk Movies. My name is Max Dinenberg, and we are back talking Netflix. Before we get into this review, if you have seen Hubie Halloween, is this one of your favorite Adam Sandler films? Is this one of your least favorite Adam Sandler films? Does this get you in the Halloween spirit? If you have not seen this movie, tell me, are you excited to get this movie or get check this one out this week or heading into the weekend? Tell me all your thoughts. Did you see the trailer? In the comments section down below. And if you're talking about the film, talk about it in non-spoiler fashion. So again, here's my review of the movie. So I don't know. Adam Sandler for me in Netflix hasn't really clicked really at all. Adam Sandler really, other than Uncut Gems, hasn't really made a really Uncut Gems isn't a comedy, so hasn't really made a good comedy in a really long time. And he had a Netflix movie last year, which I saw, called Murder Mystery. I had fun with Murder Mystery more than his other ones, but he's had, The Week Of, which has been pretty bad, The Do-Over, The Ridiculous Six, The Cobbler, Sandy Wexler, all that type of stuff, and Pixels the past couple of years, 5 years. So he really has struggled as of late. And this movie is not the worst film. Now, obviously, that was the big strong with this movie that Adam Sandler said, if I got snubbed for Uncut Gems, I would make the worst movie of all time. I don't think this is, but this does have some issues. But before I get into my complaints, I'll go through my positives. I did have a lot more fun than I thought I would have with this movie. A lot of his movies are not that funny anymore. And again, not a lot of his jokes click in here. But the movie still has a lot of funny subplots, a lot of funny characters. I think Sandler's fine in this movie. He's doing a very weird accent. And in really the first act of the movie, I couldn't understand a word he was saying. I kind of picked it up. Once you get used to the accent, you got to really understand it. But really, when you watch the movie and you open up, I couldn't understand a word coming out of his mouth, which, again, a lot of people, if you don't want to do that, do subtitles, because it is tough to understand what Sandler is saying in this movie. It's not Sandler at his best. It's not Sandler at his worst. It's just an okay Adam Sandler performance. But this, again, it's Adam Sandler and friends. So if you like these type of people, it's a movie. It's definitely a movie to watch. Kevin James plays the head police commissioner, basically. He's funny at times. He's got a cool look to him, fascinating look. Julie Bowen plays a person named Violet Valentine, who was the most popular girl in school, but she's divorced and now possibly likes Hubie, played by Sandler. Ray Liotta's in here. He's funny. Steve Buscemi is fine. Him and Rob Schneider's subplot doesn't really work. Maya Rudolph and Tim Meadows are actually really funny. Tim Meadows always getting picked on in an Adam Sandler movie. Noah Schnapp from Stranger Things, he also pops in here. And he's fine in the small role. And it's amazing. All of the different people who you've seen in a billion Adam Sandler movies are in here. Kenan Thompson also plays the sergeant. Him and Kevin James it was probably the best Kevin James in the movie when he was with Kenan Thompson. Michael Chiklis is in the movie. He's fine. Shaq's subplot is my favorite in the entire film. I was not laughing harder than I was when his character was on screen. And yeah, the cast is fun. It's a fun cast to watch on screen because they're all familiar with each other. Obviously, Julie Bowen and Adam Sandler have great chemistry back from Happy Gilmore, which was a really cool callback in this film. But obviously, it's Sandler, Kevin James, Schneider, Buscemi, Maya Rudolph, Meadows. It's all the same people. There's also a lot of cameos in here that I don't want to talk about because a lot of them shocked me in a good way. Especially there's a cameo in the opening scene, and when you realize who that character is playing is the same character from a different Adam Sandler movie, and once you really understand that, it's a really funny cameo. And again, this director is Stephen Brill. He's directed some of the Adam Sandler films. He has directed Mr. Deeds. He's directed The Do-Over, Sandy Wexler, and his TV special. So he's very familiar with Sandler as well. But again, the movie does have funny jokes at times. Also, the person who played Sandler's mom in the movie is also really funny. But again, this movie does, it knows what it is. And that's what I was hoping it would be. This movie is just an hour and a half of people who know what they're making. They're supposed to be making a movie with friends that they're having fun making, and we get to watch it. And at times, I really like that. And a lot of times now in cinema, you don't really get to see actors work with people who they want to work with and just have fun making a dumb movie. And this is literally what this is. I do like watching people who are having fun making film, and you don't really see that a lot in movies anymore. And always with Sandler films, it looks like they're having fun making it. It's the same people, which is a good thing. So very great chemistry with the cast. And again, the story is fun enough, I would say. There is a bit of solid mystery involving who the actual big bad of the movie is, who's causing all this harm in Salem, who Hubie has to stop. That was actually a pretty good twist that I didn't see coming, which was pretty cool. And now I'll go to my negatives. This is not a good movie in any sense of the matter. There were, as I said, that's a huge cast, and there were just way too many subplots in the movie. It looked like Sandler just wanted to get all of his friends in the movie, which is one of my main issues with Grown Ups and The Ridiculous Six. Some of those films, really in the 2000s era of Sandler, is that there's just a little too many people in the movie that he wants to get screen time to. Julie Bowen was also, and again, she was nice, but Steve Buscemi's arc felt forgotten about. Like the whole first act of the movie felt like that he was going to be a main factor, and then he kind of disappears the rest of the movie. Michael Chiklis pops in and out. That one, there's a couple, just a lot of subplots going on. There's a kid's, Julie Bowen's son is Noah Schnapp, who's from Stranger Things, Will, and he is basically a freshman. He's in love with, I guess, an older high schooler, and that kind of is going on. There's also a bully who works with Sandler. There's a lot of Ant Farm people, too, in this movie. Ant Farm, Jesse. It's a lot of Disney Channel kids as well. China McClane's in the movie. So there's a lot going on in that matter. But there's just a lot of subplots going on. And you can tell they want to get all of his friends enough screen time, and there just wasn't enough time, especially for a 1 hour and 40-minute movie. You don't have time to do – there's a love story. There's his relationship with the cop. He has a subplot with Julie Bowen. Ray Liotta has a subplot. Buscemi and Schneider do. Rudolph and Meadows do. Chiklis has one. Shaq has one. Kenan Thompson has one. There's just a lot going on, and the movie just needed to be condensed a lot. While I love this cast, as I said, there are cameos. All these people did not need to be main forces in the film. There's 3 SNL actors in there. Mikey Day is in here. Melissa Villaseñor is in here. And as I said earlier, Kenan Thompson. So, again, now the movie also really tries to hit home a message while being totally ridiculous at the same time. And in this type of movie, I'm not sure a message was really valid for this movie. Especially the ending is so ridiculous and so laughably bad that I was literally laughing when something happened. They said, this person is this. I was like, what just happened? Because they're trying to make this a bit dramatic towards the third act, that everyone keeps bullying Hubie, and they're like, oh, we're so sorry. And then you go, and then there's a huge, and again, there's boner jokes that don't really work. There's a lot of fart and pee jokes in the movie. So overall, guys, it's a movie. If you have never seen an Adam Sandler movie, I'm sure this will not be for you. But if you've seen a Adam Sandler movie, you need to lower your expectations. I knew exactly what I was going into. The people who made this movie, really Sandler, knew what he was making. He wasn't making an Oscar-nominated film. He was just making a film for fun. And again, you can't take, now, I'm a critic as well. You can easily bash this film into shreds, because it easily could be, based on its own merits and the way the story is told, could be easily one of the worst films of the year. But there were some jokes that really landed, a couple subplots that I really, really enjoyed. It's a fun cast, but again, it's totally ridiculous. Common sense is kind of thrown out the window for most of the movie while trying to have a message. Just too much cooking up in the kitchen. So overall, guys, I'm going to give Hubie Halloween, the brand new Adam Sandler Netflix film, a 2.5 out of 5 stars, a 47%. It's an average movie for me. Now, a lot of people are crapping on this movie a lot more than I am, but I'm here to give not a positive review, but just a fine review. I had fun when I needed to have fun. Sometimes I was not laughing at all, especially really in the first half of the movie. I was kind of bored. But then you can move in and the movie does pick up, and it is fun enough. So that is my review of Hubie Halloween. Before I go, the best way to support this channel is to hit that like button, subscribe, share, ring that bell for notifications, and comment down below. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd, the best way to support me on those 3 outlets is down in the description below. Follow me, reach out to me, DM me, do those type of things. I always respond to you. I also respond to all my comments. This could be another continually busy week here on Max Talks Movies, so definitely ring that bell for more Netflix movie reviews, Prime Video original reviews, more TV shows. The Haunting of Bly Manor comes out this Friday. I'll have a review for that by the end of the weekend. So guys, there's a lot coming to this channel very, very soon. So please, guys, stay put and keep watching Max Talks Movies. If you like Netflix movies and you're new to the channel, I have a whole playlist popping up next to my head that you can click on. They can watch all my Netflix movies that I've reviewed since I've started this YouTube channel around 3-4 months ago. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one.